Hello everyone. A shorter than normal, time to go wild. It's a shorter than normal time to go wild podcast this week. We were away last week, but we are back with a little one this week for a reason. But of course we are available on YouTube and Podbean, and also available on Amazon Podcasts. If you want to contact us, it's facebook.com/TTGW radio and text 07849 7677755. Well, a little break after last week, but some good hockey at the weekend, especially on Sunday. We'll have a little word about that and we'll round up. It's time to go wild. Hello everyone, welcome to a very short Time to Go Wild podcast this week. Unfortunately, I've chipped a tooth and it's hurting my tongue, so my mouth sounds a little bit strange. I managed to muscle my way through the weekend with the hockey, but it's very, very sore today. Well, last weekend, things didn't go very well against the Blackburn Hawks, but they are a very, very big, strong team. But this weekend, we had the Hull Jets, who are a very, very good team and near the top of the table for a very good reason. But the table, well, what can I say? A very close game. A quick review of what happened. We started off 5 minutes and 1 in with Alex Kent from Rich Haggart and Connor Lewis. And the Wild answered back on the power play. 5-on-3 power play at 11:52. It was Thomas Voracek from Will Daly and Mikey Gilbert. End of the first period, all square at 1. Second period, it took till 30 minutes and 7 seconds for Rich Haggart from Scott Morris and Alex Kent. It stayed at 2-1 to the Hull Jets end of the second. Unfortunately, it was 43 seconds into the third period, and Ethan Daintith from, just checking, Regan Taylor and Tom Brearley made it 3-1, but it stayed at 3-1. Wild tried everything they could. Shots on goal for the game, just getting my eyes right, 28 shots on Brandon Stones and 38 shots on Harry Campbell. So, I mean, the guys have worked really, really hard. You could see the amount of effort they were putting in. And it was a really, really enjoyable game to watch. Okay, the result wasn't what we wanted, but it was a tight game. 1-1 first period, 1-0 to Hull in the second period, and 1-0 to Hull in the third period. You can't get that much closer, and you can't say the guys didn't try. The number of shots that were so close, and the whole defence would just get in there at the last minute. Harry Campbell pulling off some fabulous saves in the Widnes goal. Well, it was just so close, so close. So after the game, I caught up with head coach Tom Jackson, and we had a little chat about how things are going, and this is what was said.
Well, we had a week off last week. It was a tough match last week. We drew a line and we were back in action Sunday night. YKK Widnes Wild against the Hull Jets. I've collared our little boy team coach, head coach Tom Jackson. It was a 3-1 loss, but I'd say it was nice hockey to watch tonight.
Yeah, it was good. I think after last week we couldn't have really done anything worse. We've had a discussion about last week as a team, and obviously addressed things that needed addressing during the week. And obviously the boys came down this week to training, and we had a really good session on the ice. We've had some team bonding stuff on Saturday together, so it's been good to the guys to gel a little bit, hopefully better than we have done previously. And I think definitely we needed it after the Blackburn game. Tonight, obviously, we came out 10 times better than we did last week. It was night and day difference. The team performed really, really well tonight. I think we kept it to 1-1 for the first period, and then I think they took 1 goal in the second and 1 goal in the third. So, it's little mistakes that we're still making, but obviously the compete was back, which is the main thing for me. All the boys were pulling in the right direction. Unfortunately, we got obviously a couple of guys got a little bit banged up tonight, so we'll see how they are over this week, and it just adds to the list of injured players that we're getting so far this season.
Well, it is a tough game and a bit of rough and tumble as often gets called with hockey, but sadly we have a bit of an extending injury list, but every guy out there tonight gave everything, and from a spectator point of view, a properly skated game of hockey.
Yeah, definitely. The guys that showed up tonight, obviously, they showed why they're here. We got back to the ways that we're supposed to be playing this season, of competing every single time we're on that ice. Obviously, like we said, there was a couple of mistakes that got made, but obviously every single game there's going to be a mistake or two get made for everyone. It's just about how we correct the mistakes moving forward and pull together as a team moving forward to obviously cover for each other when we do make mistakes. The list of injuries is not great. I think since the start of the season, I don't think we had some injuries last year, but they came in waves, so we had like 2 guys out at a time, whereas this year it's probably 3 or 4 guys. We've got obviously Will Daly came back from injury this week, and he was flying, which is good to see. But obviously it's never good to just keep adding to the injury list as we are doing at the moment.
Well, tonight you could see, as you said, light and day between last week. Admittedly, Blackburn, they're a very big, very physical, very strong team. They do play good hockey, and they've got a lot of size and a lot of energy to bring with it. Tonight, Hull, a very different style of play, a more flowing skating style of play, and that seemed to fit in better with how we play as a team.
Slightly, yeah. I think it's always something to say when a team comes in and is very physical, but I feel like we've got the guys in the team to be physical as well. I think we just don't do it. That's one of the big things that we've had for the past couple of weeks, is we've kind of not been physical when we should be physical, and then they keep hold of that puck instead of it's being separated by a little bit of contact. I'm not saying obviously the guys should go out and make massive hits, but it's just simple stuff like rubbing a guy out on a wall, and at the moment we just seem to not be doing that at the moment, which isn't good, because that's the style of hockey we need to start playing a little bit more, I think, being a bit more physical with teams. Like tonight was a prime example. They, like you said, they're a lot more skatey, a lot more skilled, and we just kind of let them do the skill and skate around and use the sticks as they wanted to, where we should have that little bit of body contact in there.
Tonight, I must admit, the shots on goal really good, better ratioed. There was lots of action in front of the net. Guys crashing the goal, trying to get that important shot on the net. You could see the drive to get that goal. The third period, when we were 2-1, then unfortunately went to 3-1. The push to just pull that 1 goal back, and to hold a team who are flying high at the top of the table to 3-1. To say to the fans, it's tight. It can be tight, and the day's coming.
Yeah, definitely. I think we've said it now for the past couple of weeks. I feel like when the goals start coming, they will start coming. We obviously get into good positions, good opportunities where we could score a goal, and the bounces just don't go our way. There's a defender that comes across and stops it, or they shot and block a shot. I feel like when it does come for us, it will come. We've obviously had Bailey, who's been scoring recently. We want to see everyone getting into that scoring ways, because everyone shows it every single week when we come out and we train that we can score goals in training, but then it turns up in a game and it's just that we just need to find that little way of scoring that goal instead of missing or hitting the glass. Glass is our worst enemy at the moment, it seems to be, in games.
Well, there's plenty to go. There's plenty of weeks still to play for. Still lots of games to play, and we've got the faith in you. We've got the faith in the guys, so anything can happen. Thanks for joining me.
Thank you very much, Carl.
Thanks as always, Tom. Good to catch up, and especially after the recent event, I thought it was best that we had a little chat with Tom, so you can get his feel and his emotions on where things are going. It is a very tough time. Many people saw Mikey Gilbert going off towards the end of the game. It was a clean hit, just very awkward from Rich Haggart on him. And he was on crutches. Now hopefully Mikey's going to be okay. He may have to rest. We don't know. We'll just have to keep our eyes and ears peeled. Well, as I've said, it's a shorter than normal podcast, basically because my mouth's so sore. That means you have to listen to me rambling on. Couple of quick fixtures coming up. This weekend, the 2nd of November, YKK Widnes face the Sheffield Scimitars in Sheffield. Our under-19s are at home on Saturday, 6:05 face-off against Solihull. And then on Sunday the 3rd of November, we're up in Billingham. So a double road weekend for the YKK Widnes coming up. And then, as he gets to the 9th of November, our under-18s are at home on Saturday the 9th of November with the YKK Widnes facing off against the Whitley Warriors on Sunday the 10th of November. That is about it for this week. Like I said, my mouth's very sore. Got to rest. What can I say? You could see the desire. You could see the passion. You could see it coming together. The fans were getting behind the team. The fans were noisy. The fans could see it was all there. It's just that little final touch, and it's coming. We can feel it. I did have a good feeling during warm-up. Strangely, I just got this feeling it was going to be a tight game. We know what they can do. We can see what they can do. It's just believe. We have to keep believing, and things can happen. I'm going to sign off now. Enjoy yourselves for the rest of the week. Enjoy your hockey this coming weekend. If you're not going on the road for the Wild, to give you a wild one, come down to Planet Ice Widnes on Saturday. Watch the under-19s. It should be a good game. The game we had on Saturday just gone, that was a cracking game. Our under-12s and under-19s were in action. Some really good stuff to see. Come and support the kids. The juniors will love you forever for it. But all I can say right now is enjoy the hockey wherever you're going to get it. And I'll catch you on the next Time to Go Wild podcast, all being well. Till I catch you then, ta-ra.